Boys, we are back with another video. This is part 2, and the plan that I had set up is finally starting to work. I can't even begin to tell you what it took to get this to happen, but I will, assuming I can get the win on this. You already can see my mana is really low. This was a disaster to get this going. And if we can get the W, I will walk you through all of it. As of right now, I don't know. This guy apparently is a beast. I honestly don't know what dots I'm missing. I'm just going to cast them again. We're going to be using Blood Magic real early on this one. We're already at 29%. Okay, I'm going to try for a slow. That didn't work at all, that's okay. I'm behind on my dots. We'll hit Blood Magic soon. Okay, here we go. Blood Magic. Prep. Burn. Robe. Let's get them started. We gotta get some more pets out there. I am missing slow, and I wish I had it, but I will probably be using a glyph on this one. We'll see how the DPS goes. We need another septic on. Let's try for chaotic. Didn't get it. Let's get back on Pyre. Oblivion. Poisons. Gonna try for another slow. Okay, got slow on that. That makes me feel a little better about the pet. Where are we at? Looks like Z's isn't necessary. Man, I could really use some healing. I'll hit Dying Grasp, even though I didn't want to. I'm gonna move just a hair and get some more skells out. Poison. Looks like I'm gonna do a composite so I can get the healing. 12%, 150, 115. Boys, we're gonna get this kill if I don't die. Okay, that wound is gonna go soon. Alright. We got this, boys. There goes wounds. That's the end of the game. We're gonna have what I think one of the most complicated BS situations for a name spawn. We've got it dropped. One more tick. There it is. Boys, we did it. I cannot believe that happened. That is absolutely that's the biggest solo. Period. Just no way around it. That's the biggest solo done in this game that I know of that's going to be on YouTube. That is nuts. And man, I'm not a two-handed blunt guy, but I'm definitely going to take that and just take a look at it. Man, that's crazy. That is nuts. I think I actually... Don't I have... So, AC, a little lower, a little higher hit points, a little more mana. Stamina is... This is blowing it out of the water. Intelligence, this blows it out of the water. Okay, well, it's not quite ice encrusted, but I don't use it, so I'm just going to leave it. No, I don't know, boys. For now, I'm just going to leave it. Guys, let me explain to you what I had to do to get this. This is the biggest solo there is, because you shouldn't be able to do this. So there are 7 of these blue sentries, and the progenitor spawns right here, and he spawns pretty far back, like right there. Well, if you tag any of these sentries, they all 7 come. But if you tag the progenitor and he comes running, he only brings these 2 sentries with him. I don't know why. So you run out here, you feign death, and you've got 3 mobs, 2 sentries and the reborn. Well, yeah, in this case, the reborn. When the reborn begins the path back, hit effigy, and then hopefully one of those golems head back first, and then you can tag the one that's hanging out and split the 2 golems. So you got to kill it, and you got to kill it fast. And so then, when it's down, head back up here, open the door, and you've got 1 sentry and the named. Tag the name and run. Feign death. Repeat. Let the named head back home and kill the golem. Now you've got an open highway. These 2 mobs are gone, and you've got the named right here, and so he can just run straight through without adding anyone else. So as soon as you kill that second one, you've got to come out here and pick up either this caretaker or this, because you got to pick up a gargoyle. Now they're not snareable, but they are rootable. So tag them. This one, this roamer, is the one I didn't. I ended up using this one because of time. But this roamer will roam right up to here, and you can get a single pull. And so bring them over here and root them back here. And this is the hard part. And it took me the better part of an hour. You have to keep them rooted while you keep this work going. So you're basically bouncing back and forth between hitting your AA root and then pulling these guys out to right about here, but not close enough that you regain aggro. Once you've got it, so your charm pet's sitting there, your rooted potential charm pet is sitting there and the highway is open. What I did was I opened the door, I pulled the name to about here, right about here, and I hit effigy, and then I ran back, and I targeted, and I turned and I looked, and I hit Skells, and Skells went off, and that gargoyle came a little closer to me. I hit Char, and I got as lucky as you can get with random number, and Char landed. I hit Dire. The named was starting to path back, and I think I hit Darkness. I don't know. I might have hit. I I think I hit darkness, and then I hit pet attack. Once the engagement happened, I think that's about when I hit record. That's how you solo what I think is, that's an impossible solo. If you don't have the Necromancer toolkit, you can't solo that mob. I'm going to say it as a fact. That is the biggest solo I've ever done because of the extreme amount of work behind it. So boys, we've got one Reborn left. And that one is the Captain of the Guard that then spawns to the Master of the Guard. So the Captain of the Guard is a placeholder mob for the trigger mob of Master of the Guard. Here's the problem. Captain of the Guard isn't named. I cleared him once before. He just demolished Jobber. I had to get a charm pet and do a full burn. He actually dropped one of these one of the Kov spell gems, which I think only drop from named mobs. At least in my experience, they only drop from named mobs. So this is basically, I will clear the captain with the charm pet and then wait for the 15, 16, 18 minutes for the respawn. And then if it's a master, well, great. Wait another, wait the balance, do this charm pet again, clear master, and then Overseer Reborn spawns in this room, which that's an empty room. So I'll be able to utilize the same pets, same mobs over here that I just used on the Progenitor and Charm, and go in there. So that's the game plan for the Overseer Reborn if it ever happens. Because it's going to take me, I'll get one kill every 30 minutes. So, boys, 115 solo Necromancer took down the Progenitor Reborn. And I think after you watch this video, you also will agree that's the biggest solo there is. I mean, I hope I explained it well enough so you understand how crazy it is. You've got to clear 2 mobs to open up a hole for the Reborn to run through. At the same time, you got to keep a mob rooted so you can utilize it as a charm pad because they're not snareable. It's a nightmare situation. But you know who can handle it? Necromancers can. So, boys, I know you learned something in this one, because I haven't seen this information out anywhere. Not in text, certainly not in a video. So guys, that's it. 2 to go. See you in the next video.